to another episode of the Talk of the Ring show. We haven't said that the past couple episodes.
Yeah, I know. I said this yesterday. I was like, oh crap, we totally forgot about that. Um, but welcome back to the Talk of the Ring show with your host
Harley and
and Sabrina, my bad. Today we actually have a special guest. It's us.
it's us. We're our
I hate
special
to,
guest.
we hate to tell you that. Unfortunately, Raheem Royal had a family emergency pop up, so we will get him on as soon as we can. But today it's just us, and we are just gonna be just hanging out, talking. So feel free to leave some comments.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about upcoming shows we'll be at, UCW shows.
Kind of gives us a time to like interview each other.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Sabrina,
So should we?
hold the thought. We are loving the new hair though.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, that was like this is today. This is today, years old.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. It is time for a different. So like, it's kind of funny because you dyed your hair, and now I dyed my hair. We're evolving. Actually, I don't know how we should call it evolving. It's just a crisis. When the crisis happens, time to just
right?
change your hair.
What do you do when you're in a life crisis? You dye your hair.
You don't do anything dangerous. You just dye your hair.
It's better than like other stuff, like robbing a bank.
Right. Teacher, she inked me.
What?
I'm so confused. It's okay because you've complimented my hair, but I want to compliment yours because you look like Wednesday Addams, which is actually a very good compliment because that's actually very popular right now.
I can't do her face though. I just people know me. I'm too nice. I can't just be like. Even doing that is hard. I'm always laughing, I'm always smiling. Almost like you actually like piss me off. But yeah, we love Sabrina.
Sabrina loves herself sometimes. Sometimes it's a day by day thing. But no, we are loving this whole like chill atmosphere tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an ambiance. But I'm sure with Harley and I, it won't be a bad show because we just say what's on our minds at the show.
Yeah.
So let's just start out with a basic question. Harley, do you remember the first time you got into wrestling?
Okay. So a long time ago. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that old.
Yeah, I was gonna say like so 3 years ago.
Yeah, right. 3 years ago. No, like probably like 9 years ago. More sum it up. 9 years, probably. Yeah. I was just an itty bitty child. And obviously, I first got into like WWE. AEW, I don't think was a thing back then, but it was WWE. I was a huge AJ Lee fan. I was a Paige fan, So I went to like 2 shows maybe, and then once my stepdad came in the picture, he was like, "We're going to go to this promotion called PPW," and I mean, ever since, except for COVID, obviously, but ever since I don't miss a show. I can't miss a show. It's trauma if I miss a show.
I mean, yeah, it is. It
is what it is.
Hello, Jill. Sorry, I was looking at the comments.
I was like,
no, Joe is my imaginary friend right over here. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Anyway, so how did you get into wrestling?
My dad. He had on wrestling the one time, and I remember him telling me that he got banned from his house when he was little watching wrestling because he was trying all the moves on his sister. And that was apparently not a good thing. So when he, grew up and had me, he decided to let me watch wrestling. And I remember seeing Chris Jericho and just like a lot of the older ones like Triple H and Undertaker, which at that time scared me. I think I was like 9, maybe younger. And it was an interesting experience. I remember thinking it was real at the time. Like when you first start like wrestling, you think, oh my God, they're actually hurting each other. And then like it comes and you're like, okay, we know what it is, it's a show. But like when you're on Wee Little Thing, you're like, no, it's
Mhm.
beating each other up.
Yeah,
So I liked that aspect. I think I liked the whole like, okay, men just boom boom in the ring, and then the ladies division took off, and I was like, oh, so like this is for everyone. Uh,
yeah.
would I ever become a wrestler? No.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying the last couple episodes. I'm like, I love wrestling like with my whole life, but
Hmm.
mm, I think I like it better not in the ring. But like, maybe a manager just sticking my butt on the bleachers and just interviewing people that way. You guys can do the wrestling, but I'm staying out here. As
Yeah, no,
long
I can't take the hits and bruises.
Yeah, right. No
I can't
bruising.
do it. I bruise too easily. Um, but no, it's when you get into wrestling, you don't think because a lot of girls my age, especially like aren't like going to wrestling events by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the way I started. So it's definitely an experience for sure because like it's like, oh well, why is that girl sitting by herself?
But she's not sitting by herself. She has me.
Well, now I am. But when I first started coming to PPW, my first show I came with one of my friends, but the rest of the shows I before I met you, I was with myself, just being like just chilling, just hey
Just
guys.
chilling by myself.
I am a loner.
Not anymore. But
Yeah, I am a reformed, rebirthed
rebirthed woman.
woman, and I don't need no man. Um,
No, I'm just playing.
let-
Girl.
okay, let's see. You want to ask a question? Ask me anything.
Hmm.
Well, not anything.
Well, okay, so no, I'm just
This hair's fake.
kidding. No, but as for the indie shows like PPW, Smash, and all the other ones you go to because you go to so many. But what would you say are your top 3 male wrestlers?
Out of all three. Oh
Yeah,
God.
not
Um.
promotion, just your top 3 male, just male.
Okay. So I'll start out. MLW is one of my favorites. Just because like it's just a different demeanor. Kind of feels like you're at a WWE show, and my favorite there is Richard Holiday, which has come to PPW, but he's mainly known for MLW. Smash Wrestling, I would say it's Skylar Kincaid, which will be actually at UCW, which we'll talk about later on in the podcast for sure. Just because he's rocking the man bun,
Yeah.
it's very few people can like rock a man bun and actually look okay with it. And then at PPW,
This
I
is where it's
want
gonna get.
to what?
This is where the heat is gonna. If someone's
I
on
know, I
the
know. I think my all-time favorite wrestler at PPW. Sorry, Andretti, but I'm going with Bro Keller.
Ooh, man, girl, you be getting some hate after this episode. You know
I know, but there's a reasoning because Bro Keller, every time he comes out, it's a party. Like,
literally.
do you want to see all these wrestlers just come out and be like, "Yeah, I'm the big dog," or do you want to see a party come out? Do you want to see someone who's gonna dance around the ring and really get into it? Like, that's who you want to see. You don't want to see guys like I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw people under the bus. Like Tim Theory coming out to the ring and just being like this, or
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's a different demeanor. But let's put some heat on Harley right
Mhm.
now and say, Harley, I know you've been coming to PPW for so long. Who are your top 3 wrestlers
Oh
from
man.
PPW? And we're gonna hurt some people's feelings right now.
Hurts the people's no. Well, I'm gonna stick with the current, but like obviously there's other wrestlers that
Mhm.
aren't on the roster anymore that I highly adore, like Keikoa, Sammy
Right.
Pandora. Yeah. But as for current, oh geez, obviously, I, my number one's got to be Rembrandt. I love Rembrandt,
Mhm.
man. That's my boy. And Trevor's like, where's my wow. So you're just here for him? That's why you're not at
Rude.
the
Rude. No, Raheem had a family emergency, but we will get him on as soon as we can. But don't go anywhere, Mr. Kage, because you just missed a lot of heat over here. So she's saying her top 3 PPW people right now. And it's okay if you don't say Trevor, because just because he's here doesn't mean nothing.
Anyways, back to my
so Rembrandt.
That's my number 1.
Okay.
There's a lot of names.
There is. That's why I'm glad you didn't ask me that question. Jesus Christ. No.
Anyways, focus.
I'm focusing.
I don't know. My second one has to be, I'm going to get some hate for this at the next show, but my second one's going to be someone who's basically my brother, aka Nolan Pierce.
Riddles!
Yeah, we had him on, which, oh my god, that was so freaking fun. But he's my second. And last but not least, I gotta go with Trevor Cobb.
And because he's in the chat, Harley.
Who else am I going to name? Those are like my top 3 anyways.
That's true. She does root for Kage a lot. Exactly. She's like the only one out of this duet sometimes. Depending on who he's facing. He said yay. No, but like I get it. I that's a lot. It's a lot of pressure to just narrow down to 3 PPW people. That's why I said I couldn't do it. Like, I mean, you know what? I'll do it anyways. You don't have to even ask. So I already said Bro Keller, because I said if you want a party, he's gonna be there. Why are you covering your face? Are you nervous for what I'm about to say right now?
The heat.
The second one of my favorites would have to be Young Glory right now. I think he's just killing it in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's just, and I love the support that his parents come to every show, and it's like you have to look at it that way. And my third one, I know that people want me to say Action. I know you guys want me to say Action. He is very high up in my category, but right now, who I think is killing it, I'm gonna have to say, even though he's not a wrestler, it's Mr. Ruda, because he's my little man.
Not in the division! We said wrestlers!
Oh, wrestlers. Okay, you want me to pick a wrestler? No, okay, I got you.
No, ma'am, it's too late. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want any wrestlers to feel bad, but I said what I said. But Action is Brando Lee. Action is a very great wrestler. I think that because he's doing so much and he's not there all the time now because he's like busy doing other things, I don't really think of him as a constant roster guy.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I didn't say Action, and he's still one of my favorites though. She rocks him to sleep. I don't rock no one to sleep. I cannot. Also, before we move on, Trevor and Brandon, if you guys have any questions for us, please put them in the comment section, because we would love to answer any questions you guys have for us, because this is your time to interview us, basically, and get to know who we are as people, even though they both know who we are.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah. No, but it's like you said, it's really hard to decide on who to pick, because like there are a lot of names that come through every card. Like if we were just going with people any time that came through PPW, my list would probably be different. Would probably be different. But the fact of we're gonna drop this right now. Trevor, you would be on my list if you just didn't lose every time I came. I feel like I'm your bad luck charm. I know you said I'm not a lot of times, but that's how I feel. You're a great wrestler. You're a great talent, but damn, I feel like I'm your bad luck charm. I feel like I am Trevor Kage's bad luck charm because every time I go, he loses. Which is probably not the case, but sorry.
Man, he was our first episode, and you're here just dissing him.
I know, and I feel like we eventually should get him and Nolan on here.
Oh yeah,
Which will
definitely.
be a thing in the future. Oh my God, here we go again. I know. Every time that I go, it's true. But if we were going by who's been on the card, my list would be completely different. Just because there's different people that come every month, so it's
Yeah.
hard. I'm actually surprised Griffin isn't on either of our lists.
Oof. Man, I wasn't even thinking about that man.
I didn't even think about him either. It just popped in my head. Like I was thinking of the posters, and I was like,
No, yeah. I was thinking about what posters I have. I have a poster for Griffin, yeah. But I think my thing is the interaction. Like, you know, when they come out and they're like for their fans.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Griffin, he's there for their fans, but he's not like Trevor, who's like, dub me up, son. No, I'm just kidding. That's not how
Dab me up.
I'm just kidding. But you get the point. Like Rembrandt,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. But
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's
But
there's
like, you know,
that are like on my list, but like those I'm sorry, but those have to be
yeah.
my
A lot of what like why I picked Bro for my number one is because of what you said, is like the fan interaction as well.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
like he's constantly like he goes around the ring. He hypes everybody up and he goes and then he runs down that section.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that's what the fans want. The fans don't want you to just walk right by them and just not even acknowledge
Tim Theory.
them. Tim Theory. No shade. Joe Davis.
Joe Davis. And wait, we don't even have to cough that. Joe Davis, Jim Holbert.
Joe Davis, I strictly want on this podcast just so that I can like pick on him the whole time.
Man, I would literally cry, like laugh. Oh my god.
2023.
2023. Anyway, so what are your top 3 female wrestlers? That's going to be hard for me, but
like at PPW or in general?
it could be whatever.
Because PPW, like they don't have like a long list of like permanent girls.
Yeah, it could be any female wrestler that you've seen.
Okay, I will say Adina is on my list because she's a badass. She's a badass. She could be a heel. She could be a baby face. Like she can do it all.
Literally.
My second one would probably be Allie. Is that her name that came to this past PPW show? Allie?
She hasn't been at a PPW show, no. You're thinking about Allie Rex. She hasn't been at the last couple PPW shows.
No, it was a girl that oh my gosh. No, it was a girl that you were rooting for for
Riley?
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I'm tired. Yeah, so Riley is another one just because, like, again, she's a badass. Like, I look at the girls like that. My last one, just because I know we say she's overrated, but she's a nice person outside the ring and she cares about her fans, is Danny Moe.
Yeah.
Hey, please enlighten us.
No, I love Danny. But as for my top 3, I feel a certain type of way because you left someone out. And it hurt my feelings. But my top 3 is gonna be Cosmic.
Oh, okay. I've never seen her physically wrestle, that's why.
Yeah, true. But you know who she is. But my top 3 females is gonna be Cosmic, Adina, and Riley Crow. It's pretty simple because there's not like you said, the PPW females division isn't like, it's not solid. They're not always there. Like Danny Moe, she's always there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like as for all these other ones, they're always getting booked other places, and it's like, what promotion are we going to choose? The one that pays more. No hate to PPW, but
right. Like, I mean, we have Nikki Duke that came a few times. You know what I mean? challenge for both of you. Both of you do a draft of your own wrestling companies with wrestlers you've seen live, but they can't be signed. 8 men, 6 women, 4 tag teams. Like signed to like
You
indies,
said too
because
many words. Break that down a little bit. I've been up since 7. I was about to say 7 p.m. I've been up since 7 a.m. Break it down, sir.
so basically, I think what he's saying is that you and I, both of you, okay, so like, is this like an independent thing?
Yeah, right.
You and I are like English, please. Um, we've both been awake since 7. I've been awake since 7 as well, so like I get it. I think the hair dye got to my brain. It's fine.
Yeah, right. Seeped in.
Challenge for okay. Can you like do like line by line? That'd be
All right.
amazing. But while he's doing that, that's the thing. Like I would say like let's do our tag teams, but like there's not a lot of tag teams either to choose
No,
from.
yeah.
Like, cause I mean you have Primetime Heat, which are amazing guys. Like they are both training with Atha. I expect nothing but good things from them.
No, yeah, definitely.
We have Championship Material, which lost their belts this past PPW show, but I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. SPF,
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear, and Flying Kicks with Nolan and Trevor next year, because that's when Nolan can actually wrestle again.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, and it's funny because like I think from what Lucas said last night, it's hard to get that chemistry between the two guys. So that's why there's not as many tag team partners.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's so funny because I'm sitting here like waiting for like the step by step here.
Right. No,
Right? Faster?
yeah, faster. No, I'm just kidding. I think like I don't know how to say it, but I think the best thing with wrestlers is like the storyline that gets created. Like no matter if it's tag teams or like by itself, but it seems that it's like they always not throwing the company's name out there, but they always kill it off so fast. You know what I'm trying to say? Like with Rembrandt,
Yeah.
there was a storyline. Like him and Chris Slade, Rembrandt stole Chris Slade's girlfriend. And then next month they both just all reappear like, okay, so he kidnapped her and easily gave her back. You know, me personally, if I kidnap someone, I want to be like, here's your girlfriend. Have a great day. But
have a good one.
there's just so many storylines that could have went so far, especially in PPW. But hey, I don't run the company. I ain't gonna be the one to tell you. But
I mean, yeah, no, like I've seen companies on a lot of on Instagram because like that's where like they build the storyline a lot of the times. Like I'll throw the company out there, MLW. They constantly are putting videos out of like Holiday and Hammerstone. They're gonna go at it, like they're not having a good time. Like they're building the storyline up because they're gonna go against each other for the title.
no, yeah,
But it's funny because like every time I'm on there, like you could see the heat between the two guys, and I'm just like, who's gonna win? Who's gonna like? It keeps you on the edge of your seat because you're like, oh my god, like who's gonna go to the death? Like it's not actually to the death, but in my brain it is. In my brain I'm like, who's going to the death?
no, I love those type of matches.
But the storylines are what gets it. You know what I mean? I think a storyline that got really confusing at PPW, maybe for me, maybe it was just me thing, is during the match with Tim Theory and Nolan Pierce and Brian, that whole four-man tag team where they won, Brian and Nolan won their thing. I was confused why Tim Theory just walked out.
Hold your thought. You said, I think you mean Trevor and Nolan.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking of somebody else. But no, it's true. Actually, yeah, but it's true because Tim Theory walked out physically, like walked out, and then from what I got told, that was going to be a storyline, but I never saw the storyline actually like develop.
Yeah, I think,
I think that was poor because like I'm wanting a storyline.
Yeah, like don't get us intrigued. You know what I mean?
Hobo, get on that.
Okay.
Give the fans what they want.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I hope, like I love PPW. it's always going to be that's going to be my first
It's
home.
gonna be home.
It's always going to be my first home. But as for us, like getting partnered with UCW now, that's going to be as long like obviously they're going to be successful, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's going to become my second home. PPW is always going to be my first, no matter what. But UCW, we're gonna grow the relationships that we have. So, and we're
Yeah.
gonna grow ourselves. We're gonna become even better. I'm super excited about that, man.
Yeah, like I think this is a good thing because we know so many of the wrestlers at PPW, and with us doing this UCW thing, like I know some UCW guys that are coming. But it'll be nice to like deepen my relationship with them as a podcaster
Mhm.
alongside you because not only are like you and I are doing this live thing, like we've got this, but it's gonna be totally different
Yeah, definitely.
it live in person because like so many people are like, oh, you guys should do it live. I'm like, do you realize how awkward me and Harley are in person? Like,
It's not like we're awkward with each other. It's more like
right,
we don't like it depends on the wrestler, but it's not like we're like on here, we're like, yes, and we're super excited. We're not like that towards some of the wrestlers. We'll be like, oh my god, like fangirling kind of. But we're not gonna be like, oh my god, so do you want to shoot this? You know what I mean? No, no, I'm sorry.
we
That's
don't we don't fangirl Harley. Come
yeah.
on, we definitely don't fangirl over here. Okay.
No, yeah, of course not.
We we're calm people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be different. Like I said, like you said, like I mean, PPW will always be somewhere I'll constantly come back to because that's where I came back to wrestling.
Yeah.
That's where I know a lot of guys. But like you said, we're gonna build deep connections at UCW too. Like it's gonna be tough because like if they
Mhm.
happen to land on the same day one day, like it's gonna be a little tough. But we're gonna have to pick at that current moment when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because of the fact that we're partnered with them, it's not like we can say no, we're not going to show up.
Right.
So, but that's like you said, when it comes, we'll figure it out. We'll be like, okay, this is our plan. This is what we're gonna do. Or one of us will go to one show and the other one will go to the other. No, I'm fine.
I couldn't do that. I could not
No,
do that.
no,
Don't send me to a show by myself.
no, we're a team.
Because at BPW, I literally was like, this sucks. Who's not here?
I know there's this thing called work and it sucks.
Yeah, believe me, I feel that.
Like especially because I know nobody I work with watches this, so I can diss them all I want. But there's this coworker that just has the feel that they don't need to show up to work when they're scheduled. They don't need to call.
Oh, we
They're like,
love that.
guess who gets to stay to work? It's me. Hey, I'm not complaining though because of money, but like I want to go home. I wanted to go see wrestling.
Right. And work sucks, man. Like it's I know
No,
that again, my coworkers don't watch either. But um
until they
it's
do.
yeah, right. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. They know that I literally complain to their faces. So,
Yeah,
you know, coworkers suck. Don't say you're coming in at 5 a.m. and then not come in at 5 a.m. to help me
you're
make
right.
B&B. So, but let's say another question. I don't know any questions that we have right now,
Hmm,
but
I don't know, man. Why don't we just hop back into like, because Trevor, I guess he doesn't want to talk to us no more. But
he's like,
why don't
I'm
we,
done.
let's talk about some previous matches that we kind of were into that, but like, what are some previous matches that or a match that will always stand out to you that you've seen? It could be like AEW, it could be any type of match, preferably
Oh
the
gosh.
indies, but it could be whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't watch much of WWE. Um, I think a match that will always stand out to me is the match that happened. Oh God, that was so long ago. It was when I first actually we were talking about it a little bit before the podcast. It was when I actually met Jimmy and SPF and all them. And this guy comes out strutting his stuff, nose in the air, acting like his butt don't stink, right? And she's like, yeah. And he was a British guy, so he was like yelling at people in British, like huge heel. And I remember looking at my dad and going, I don't like this guy at all. And my dad was like, oh, just come on, let's like just give him a chance. And I remember he went against SPF, and I was like, oh my gosh, like putting him down, like, I don't like you, da 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 da. And he's like, well, you should go in the in the fields and milk the goats. And that will always stand out to me because I'm like the feeling that I felt, I was just like,
Like,
did
what you mean?
he just told me I had to milk the goats. How do you even milk a goat? I don't know. Like, it was the craziest thing. And I remember SPF came to my rescue and was like, she's not milking no goats. But
Story.
it's all about the fan interaction. It really is. Like, that's what makes or breaks a match. And why is my laptop all dirty? Sorry, I
Moral,
like saw something on my face.
moral of the story:
So
milk the goats.
yes, don't. I belong in a field apparently. So
Yeah.
Harley, what's your match that you have just?
I've seen a lot of matches, but I think I have two actually. But I'll stick with the first one, which it doesn't really stick out, but I found it like really entertaining. I wish there was more like violence, like blood. No, I'm just kidding. But like from the past, what was it, month maybe? From the last PPW show, with the one with Offa, fans got to bring the weapon. I absolutely, not just that match, but the final one. I think it was the final one, the main event with Facade, Clutch Adams, Hyper Boy, Mecca, and there's one more I'm missing, and Bro Keller. But
Yep.
I think those two matches were so entertaining, especially like the freaking Bro Keller one. They went into the crowd. They freaking, what's his face? Facade did a whole spinny loopy thing off the wall. I'm like,
that was so crazy.
It was a good show. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I think this match, I want to see more blood. That's my type of match, man.
The blood, the sweat, the gore. If they're not bloody, they're not working.
No, yeah, I think it was last year there was a promotion called True Wrestling that I went to, and there was a match. I don't remember who were the exact people in it, but it was these two wrestlers, and they like there was push pins, there was glass. It wasn't a fan's weapon, but it was the weapons that were there, but there was blood. I'm like, man, I can't sit in my seat. This is freeing. We want to see more of this. But
it's crazy.
That's my type of match. I mean, any match is my match because you'll hear me either way.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you know, it was really weird not hearing Harley's voice on Sunday. So like I had to try, and that just wasn't me. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I will leave that to Harley. Like that is her thing, not mine.
Yeah, no, the minute I walk out those doors, I'm like, okay, calm yourself for the next month. And then when I'm like, once I enter that door, I'm like, guess who's here? Screaming.
And it's so funny because like I know you're there by just your red hair. Like because I'm short, so I can't see past people. Yeah. So I'm like, she's there. She's right there. Now, do you know how hard it is that we're gonna have to fight each other because like both of us change our hair now?
We're gonna be like Sabrina, and
I'm just gonna hold up a sign. This is Harley. Just
yep, Harley, and then I'm gonna make you one that says Sabrina, so we can always find each other.
People will be like, "Oh, okay, so they're doing this now." Yeah, we're those kind of people.
Yeah, we are those kind of people.
But no, it's like we said, it's all about the fans. And like, is there a match that you literally sat there and you're like, this needs to end already?
Like in a bad way or in like a good,
like,
but I want the ending.
Like it's just getting to be too long, or it's just getting to be too boring, and you're like, okay, we need to like 1, 2, 3 it.
I think there's been a couple of matches. Like I think especially like when it was the hotter months, like June, July, August, like the fans know how hot it gets at PPW, but they still choose to come and show their support. But I think the biggest thing, especially in those shows, it's like, okay, we love to be here, but it is hot and we want to go home. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, there's just there's too many to like. Yes, there's good matches, but sometimes it's like, okay, just win already. But
Yeah,
I
no.
like recent, like all the recent ones been pretty decent. But I did think of one. Those, what are they called? The freaking boys, the island boy. No, I'm just kidding. That's not their names. But that's what we're
The
gonna call
Island Boys, the Wild Boys, you think?
Island boys. Yeah, but I'm gonna call them the island boys. But the wild island boys and the Phil Insane and the other dude, I forgot his name.
Ugh, don't even get me started with that one.
But I think they have potential, but like their matches are just they don't make sense. Like we see a dude coming out with a half a pig mask and being like, "Yeah, I'm the man," fighting these two little skimpy boys. Oh no, honey! I came to see the big man like off, but no, I'm just like,
Speaking though of that, it's so funny to see like the height difference sometimes and the weight difference between these two people. Cause like I'll be sitting there and I'm like, there you're saying that he's gonna take on that's funny.
oh yeah,
Um
definitely.
and I'm always looking for the smaller guy. I'm like, let's go, smaller guy, let's go. Um, but no, I will tell you, like that one, I'm always like, okay, this match needs to end now.
Yeah, that's a
But I will tell you, a lot of the girl matches to me,
mm,
I'm like, because it just looks like they're just,
like
and I just can't. I'm like, okay, someone pinned someone. Like I think it was my first month, and Nikki Duke was there again, and she was going against someone else, and I was like, I looked over at my friend, I was like,
is it
can
on
this
yet?
end?
No, I
Can this
think
end?
it depends on the wrestler. Like, no hate to them. Like,
Oh,
Nikki,
for sure.
she just started wrestling. Like, she hasn't been wrestling for like 4 years. I don't think.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong, but I think like the women that have been wrestling for a while, like Adina, she's not new, but she's still fairly new. But she puts in the work. I think there was a time that it was her and Christina Marie. They have a lot of potential, both of them. And their
Hmm.
storyline was so good. Then this big four-headed looking biatch came and destroyed their match. And guess what? Storyline ended, and we never saw the end of that. Well, we saw the end of that, but we never.
Yeah, I haven't seen Christina Marie come back to PPW.
Yeah, I think it's hard for female wrestlers because it's not just they have to be careful in the ring, but because we're females, it makes it so much harder on just life itself. So being
Right.
around, there's like wrestling, there is a lot of males. So they have to adjust to it. But sometimes males be like, you see, no, I'm just kidding. But you get you get the point. There's some males that have no filter and they're like, show me them toes, girl. But then
Right.
some females start their OnlyFans and show their feet anyway. So hey, you do you. But as for me, as for me, I love
you really brought OnlyFans into this, didn't you?
you, right? I love you so much, Nina, but like,
Oh goodness gracious. Oh God. Oh no.
anyways,
I
next
was
topic.
I was not expecting that to go that way. Um,
It's
you
true.
know, I think I don't know. I think that like PPW is just one of those things that's like you walk in and everybody knows you.
No, yeah, definitely.
And it's crazy because then everybody stares that you guys are going crazy in the bleacher section, going woo 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 woo, and then you see them after the show and they're like, "You're crazy," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know," but like
Thank you.
that's the thing. People at PPW see a completely different side of Sabrina.
No,
Sabrina's
yeah.
crazy. Sabrina's hyper. Outside of PPW, I am like kind of calm, but like I'm not as like yeah, police sirens like as I am
No, yeah.
at PPW.
I definitely agree. there's just like I've said before, I don't think I've said it. I've said it to you, obviously, but I'm
Mhm.
like, in wrestling, people talk. Like, it doesn't matter if they're the wrestlers or just fans. Once one person gets whiff of it, it's not going to be a secret for long. Like, I remember this year, actually, I had a party at PPW because they have them. So I'm like, wrestling's my life. Why not have one of them? Because I've been dying to have one. I got a job. I saved my money. So I decided to have one, and I walk in there once, like the fans, like after my party, and fans started to come. Everyone was like, "Happy birthday!" I'm like, "What? How do
How did
you
you
know?"
know?
Like, excuse me. Like, even like beforehand, like the people that were setting up, they were telling me, I'm like, "Yeah, I know that you knew that there was a party, but like, I wasn't expecting it. You know what I mean?" I'm like, "What the
Right.
heck?" Like, ugh. No, I'm just kidding. No,
No, but like it spreads like wildfire there, believe
yeah,
me.
definitely.
Like things spread and you're like, how did you even hear about that? Like
No, yeah, definitely. If you want a secret, don't tell it at wrestling. Tell you right now.
no. No. Because like I'm pretty sure one real rumor, I'm not gonna say it online, but one rumor that went around, Harley, you were the first one that came to me and was like, hey, I heard this. And I was
Bro,
like,
this is the thing.
heard heard what? Like,
What?
no.
Mhm.
um but like no, yeah, it's a nice time. I just think that, you know, we gotta watch what we say sometimes when we're at PPW.
No, yeah, literally. Okay, I have a question. But is
Okay.
there any picture, it could be a picture or a video, whatever you have, on your phone, or if it happened in real life, is there anything that like happened to you that you were like, okay, I always am going to love wrestling because of this? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I have many pictures that I'm like, okay, this is the reason why I love wrestling or whatever. You know,
Um.
if
Yeah. No.
not,
I get what you're saying. I have a whole wrestling folder right now that I was going through, anyways. I don't think it's a picture of a wrestler or a match. I think it's with Gavin dressing up.
Gavin.
And like this picture right here, Gavin just dressing up and just like
Oh my
being
god!
the cute and like him just like supporting and drawing the wrestlers. And it's like, this is why I like wrestling, to see kids' faces like that, to see kids' faces enjoy
No, yeah,
these
yeah.
wrestlers. And just watching him, I'll be honest with you, sorry some of the wrestlers that could be watching this in the future. um Sometimes I watch Gavin more than I watch the match because I want to see what he does.
No, yeah, like, especially when they come out or they see Gavin cheering for the opposite person, and they're like Gavin's like, "Yeah!" Oh my god. Oh my god. I love Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin's adorable. But what is your picture?
Oh man, I got a picture and a video, but I don't know if I know you know of it, but I don't think you know how it happened. But this day, hopefully the glare isn't that bad. But this day, that's Rembrandt over here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, it was Rembrandt and Cosmic in the one, and then Adina in the other. I got the old women's championship, which
I remember you saying that.
it was such a day, It was so emotional. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I was like, I remember walking in. I think that was like I know it was last year. It was definitely in one of those hot ass months where I was like, man, I'm sweating, I'm crying. I don't know what the heck this is. But no, I remember
Right.
walking in and it was no, it was Anthony McKeegan. He's like, here, you can have this. I'm like, no way, you're kidding. And then he's like, no, like, I'm serious. And then Probo was like, you deserve it, kiddo. And I'm like, no, I don't. Meanwhile, no, I do deserve it. But I'm like, and then I told Rembrandt, well, Rembrandt and Cosmic were standing right next to there. They're like, yeah, you deserve this. Here you go. I'm like, you know how to make a girl cry? And then I told Adina, and she's like, no freaking way. I'm like, you know. Meanwhile, I'm still
You're
crying.
champion now, so if you ever become a wrestler, you're already champion. So
Yeah,
I mean,
right? Like, no need to be a wrestler. I have the title. What you mean? No, I'm just kidding. But it was
right.
definitely that. And hold on, let me get the video from my birthday that I was telling you from this past year. I don't know if this is the exact video. Hold on, once it wants to load.
All right, on
Oh,
three.
the glare is
Happy
so
birthday,
bad.
right? Hold on. All right, on three, we'll say happy birthday. One,
Man,
two,
this day.
three. Happy birthday.
I can't even watch this video. It makes me want to cry every single
You
time.
know, who was that one in the beginning that was like squatting?
That was Mad Dog. He
Okay,
hasn't.
because of the glare, it kind of looked like Andretti for a second, and I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Hold on, let me just play the rest of it, I guess.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harley.
Man, this makes me want to cry. No, but that's what I mean. Like when they were singing. Oh my god. Get the tissue. No, I'm just kidding. But when everyone was singing to me, I was like, this is big. Like so many people know me, and I'm like, oh my god, I left an impact on this many people, and I'm like that minute, I swear to God, like my eyes were so watery, like I felt a tears coming down. I was like, what the heck? Like it's my birthday. You're not supposed to make me cry. But no, those definitely are two of my biggest. Like, this is my moment. This is always gonna be my thing.
Mm-hmm.
The ABJ's in the chat.
I don't miss that turf either because it smelled terrible.
Yeah, you got a point. But I miss the moment, man.
I know moments are like at once in a lifetime. Like I think I would have if you told me like, oh, pick a moment from like Smash, it'd be like, yo, when Stan Styles and Adina went through it, and it has a Cool Whip pool, and she like smashed him in it. That was amazing. But like, I want more of that gore. I want more of the messiness in PPW.
Literally.
I'm like, yeah, it would be in your shoes. For, yeah, you know, yeah.
Sabrina gets a pair of shoes and thumps it out. I still have that.
Yeah, I still have it. No, I have never. No, because I went. No, welcome, Anthony. Yes, welcome, Anthony. We appreciate you.
Didn't we have you said? Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure it was 2 matches, which I don't
Look
know.
at you, lucky dog.
Man, I can tell you the one match. It was Bro Keller, Andy Header, Action Andretti, and there was one more person, and I feel so bad for forgetting him. I think it may have been Facade. But man, I remember that match. It was me, my one friend, Sammy, my other friend Gray. We were all sitting on freaking commentary. And we don't care what was happening in the match. I'm like, yo, do you see Bro Keller's hair? Like, I just want to touch his hair. That entire match. We were like, yo, you see this man? And the other person was Chris Slade. So we were like, okay, so Chris Slade has the Cheeto hair. Andy Header has a bald spot. Bro Keller has the soft hair. Like,
oh no,
it was so fun.
Wow, you really haven't changed because here we are going. Oh my God, V Marino, have you seen the mullet?
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
It was Action's first time being babyface at PPW technically. Aw, I think he needs to come back as a heel.
Shut up. I'm just kidding.
No, I think that he could honestly though, I feel like babyface, yeah, he's cool, but I feel like he could be more badass as a heel.
No, yeah. I think they'll be surprised if he came out heel. They'll be like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, I hate you."
I know now he's so loved by the fans. He's so loved. You go out there and they're like, action, action. Okay, so I say that too, but a lot of the little people are like, yeah, go action.
Yeah, right.
Little
T-shirts.
One moment that stood out to me this past year was Trevor Kage was holding Andretti's phone, and I was standing right next to Trevor during Andretti's match, and I was going, come on, Andretti, you got this, not knowing that this was his phone, because I didn't find out this was his phone until after the match.
Oh.
And I was going, come on, Andretti, you go. And when Andretti got his phone back, I got a message on Instagram saying, thanks for the great commentary on my video. And I went, what? He goes, and he sent me the video, and I went, ooh, that was your phone. My bad.
Yikes. Oh my God, I would have cried. I'd be like, what the heck?
Well, I'm such a big fan that I was like, I have to go big or go home. That's what they say, right?
No, yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
Okay, let's hop into some of these promotions. Let's show the screen. And I personally haven't went to what's it called, a Smash Wrestling show yet, but I know in the new year, on behalf of me and Sabrina, it's our goal to go to as many shows as we can. Like, obviously we can't go to every single one all the time, but I know for January, I think January is going to be our month, the biggest month for us personally, because we got that first weekend is shout out to AXW, I'm pretty sure, or AWX Wrestling, where Keiko will be coming home back
To Hamburg.
Yeah. And then that following weekend is going to probably be PPW. Then that next weekend, that next following Sunday will be UCW, where, like I said, me and Sabrina will be at. And then that following weekend after, I know, is BPW's next show. So I think January is going to be our year or month for the beginning of the year. It's going to be great. Sabrina's
We've
like,
been awake for a long time. That's why, guys. we think
they,
January is a year.
yeah, right. January is the year, not a month. But let me show you. Let's start with PPW because that's our home. But like we said before,
Home for the holidays.
Let's start. So this is pbwwrestling.com/shop. Make sure you check it out.
Smash it.
/ because Paul gave me the heat about that one. But make sure you are checking the website out. They literally have their roster on here. They have where you could buy their merch, their new PPW Spotlight trading cards, which I really hope I get a deck for Christmas.
Santa, if you're listening, she wants a deck for Christmas of the PPW trading cards. Thank you.
Oh no, Anthony!
Anthony, who's going to take your place for commentary?
Me and Sabrina.
Yeah, I think that we need to have a team commentary
No, I think they're gonna be having that hobo JD on freaking comment. Oh my god.
No, because he's going against him and Ruda are going against PPW. Remember that for who runs PPW?
Okay, Pobo, this is your time. Get me and Sabrina on commentary. I mean, I love you, Anthony, but like since you're not gonna be there, we gotta steal your spotlight, man. No, I'm just kidding.
He said we have a 4-man team. They won't miss me, but we will. And your 4-man team would turn into 3. So I think that you need like at least 2 more people. Because me and Harley combined make 1 person because we're both really short.
Yeah,
so like
right.
we make 1 person. I'm really trying for us here. I'm like, okay, so like we're like the same person.
But yeah, so this is where you can find their tickets. We got front row, second, third. We got Sabrina.
Dude, I gotta go to 3rd row, man.
Yeah, who is on that ticket?
Ooh. One of my boys.
I'm just playing. No, but yeah, Andretti's on the 3rd row, Facade's on 4th. And then, is that Tom Mitchell?
That is Tom Mitchell.
Yeah, he's on general.
Oh, my buddy too.
Work it. No, I'm just kidding.
Work.
No, but let's see what else we got on this website. We have all their tickets, training cards. We have these cards, the Spotlight Series ones that I personally think I like them, but they're not for me. But Andretti even has one. That does not look.
That does not. No. Sorry.
Sorry. But
like Andretti's my boy, so like sorry guys.
Bro, look at what else we got.
Wait. Can I slam that? Can I purchase that and then just kidding.
Yeah.
When one of my wrestlers, I almost said residents. See, I thought I was at work for a second. If one of my wrestlers would lose their match, I would take that just like, oh, come on, Paulo.
Yeah, right. Dang you. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang you. Nah, he's all right.
Yeah, on the PPW website, you can find everything. Oh, headlining. Bro, we don't want to see your ad. I'm sorry.
She said, we don't want to see your ad. How do we get out of it?
You guys get the point. They have the roster on there. They got all the headlights like Miranda Bayonet just winning the PPW Women's Champion this past show. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you get their tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It's our home. We gotta support our home. So if Paul, you're seeing this, give us a pat on the back. No, just kidding. But next is going to become our second home. We have once it
Hold
was
on. Trevor Kage said, ABJ, you and I have Heat undrafted and unrecognized in your draft with BP. Oh, Anthony.
you got some beef. No, I'm just kidding.
You got more heat on you than Harley did last night with
Yeah, right. Anyway, but we have UCW Wrestling.
That's our second home.
Yeah, so this is their poster. We have Joey Martinez. We have God, I'm gonna say his name wrong.
Aaron Roxas.
And forgot that guy's name, something.
Mancini.
And then go ahead.
Rosh Masked Out. He's the one that does Smash Wrestling. So I'm really excited to see what he does at UCW since I've only seen him do his own show.
Oh, wow. I think it's going to be fun. There's a lot of upcoming names, obviously. Me and Sabrina.
That's like the most important one right there.
Right? It's the most important one. Like, I've got to show it. Like,
Oh my God, our old hair.
We look like little baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at our little man.
Look at us. Oh my God, we're so tiny. But we have this, like we've said in one of our past shows.
Bro Keller.
These are some of our big names that are going to be at UCW. So I don't think you should miss this one either. Oh, Sabrina.
My little man.
No, but yeah, so make sure you definitely check them out. They actually posted today that we have 2 more names for their show. We have
Matic.
And then we have Squid Sterling.
This one, when I saw this name, I died of laughter. I was like, Squid Sterling. What?
Man, I gotta say this. Since it's our podcast, every time I say that, it's never good news.
Oh, no.
I'm fully going for Squid Sterling rather than a wrestler that, who knows, may be on our podcast sometime in the future, named Gorgeous Gregory.
Oh my God. That just happened, guys. That's a story for another podcast.
Okay.
However, I will say his tux in this this picture, is gonna give Tom Mitchell a run for his money if he has those tucks like that.
Definitely.
Sorry, Tom, you've got some competition here.
Oh my goodness. But no, yeah, if you go to the Instagram page, in their bio, they have where you can find their tickets. Can you see that? No, hold on. Let me swap over to that so you guys can see their link so you can buy the tickets. Because, hey, if you can support PPW, you could support UCW.
Plus, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Take pictures with us all the time.
Yeah, right? Take pictures, get our autographs,
Okay, don't ask me for my autograph. I have really bad handwriting.
So, yeah. No, but
Squid was at PPW in a Rumble back in the day. Very fun guy. Cool.
Yeah, those Rumbles back in the day. It's like 100 years ago. Back in the day, there were
back in my day.
Right? But this is the UCW, aka Undisputed Championship Wrestling website where you can find their tickets and merchandise. And dang, me and Sabrina are on a tick. I can't get over that. Like, jeez, like, look at baby us.
Wait a minute. Okay, 8 undisputed. That makes sense. I was looking at the prices and I was like, wait, we're worth $100?
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, wait, it's 8. It's 8.
Yeah. So you get a whole group of tickets in a way for a certain amount, which you are saving a lot of money, but not just the tickets you can find. Well, of course you're going to want to get a ticket, but also you can get 8x10 autographs with a lot of these people were, and oh my God, there's Cole Carter on here. But a lot of these wrestlers have actually been at PPW. So,
every time, man. Yeah, but I also see Zach Wentz, the one that's doing this. Mm-hmm. He was at PPW, and he went against Andretti. And I remember that was the first day I met you. And I was like, I went up to Zach. I was like, I'm going to boo you.
No, but yeah, so if you can basically whatever you want to get, man, go on both PPW and UCW's um what's it called? Go on. Sorry, I got a text message. I was like, what the heck? But if yeah, check out
Check out the
well,
website.
yeah, check out the websites. Everything's here, you know.
Oh, you can like pick the name too of the poster that you want. I thought it was just random. Sorry, I was like, it's like I'm looking at it for the first time. Like I'm like, oh god.
No, but yeah. And they got their t-shirts up there that me and Sabrina both got the UCW one. So if you want to be twinsies with us, no, I'm just kidding. Make sure you grab those though. So
I'll get mine for Christmas.
yeah, right, literally. Sabrina, here's your Christmas gift. But yeah, so as for shows, like we said, we're gonna be at UCW, we're gonna be at PPW. The other one, AX or A, I always get it wrong. It's AXW or AWX Wrestling in Hamburg. Then BPW, we gotta shout them out, you know. And then not just that, we have the podcast itself. So me and Sabrina, we're gonna be busy girls in the new year. But
Yeah,
so,
and
go ahead.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, okay. If you guys, I do want to say because like I know that this is live, but it will be going on YouTube. If you guys have any of wrestlers that you want to see on our podcast, please put it in the comment section or like message us on Instagram because we have a lot of like wrestlers that we have the ideas that we want to have on our podcast, but we also like are always looking for new people, always looking just to book because we want to make sure that like we're weeks in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So just let us know who you want to see.
Yeah.
And we'll try.
Like, yeah, since we're going to all these shows, it opens a lot more doors for us, especially like we've said before, UCW is opening a lot of doors for us, and we're so
Right.
very, very thankful for them and for obviously all our fans, for everyone that's watching. But I just think that if you're not subscribed or you're not following us on social media, you
Then what
definitely
are you doing?
yeah, right? Like, what are you doing?
Where this is the party.
Yeah, like the new year's going to be our thing, guys. We're gonna be at shows. We're gonna be all for it. And might as well, those of you here now, or if you're watching, it's going to get posted later today. Our next 2 episodes coming Monday and Tuesday. Monday, December 5th. We have drum roll, please. Oh yay!
Oh yeah, I'm so excited to meet him. I never met him before.
Oh my god, right? Like fangirl moment. Like I've seen him once, but like I've never had a full-on conversation with
I
him.
know he's kind of as famous as Cole Carter, you know?
Oh my
Like,
god, right? Like he's been on AEW. No, I'm just
oh
kidding.
my god.
No, we're just kidding. ABJ, we love you, ABJ. But yeah, so he's on Monday, December 5th. Time will be posted. I'm pretty sure it's 7 though. And then on Tuesday, let me say the right name because he'll be having beef with me if I say the wrong name. But on Tuesday, the day after, we have Isaac Rule, which is currently not in ring because of situations that you guys will find out on Tuesday. So I'm telling you guys, and then December we have some other big names.
Don't we have one on? Are we going to do one on Friday?
And then next Friday,
I didn't know.
we have. Hopefully, we can get ABJ on this one. Yeah, December 5th is actually Anthony's birthday, so come hang out with Anthony.
Wish him a happy birthday, even if you don't want to see us. Come wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, seriously, like, what else are you gonna be doing on a Monday night? No, I'm just kidding.
Sleeping.
No, right? Sleeping. No, but yeah, so we have also next Friday we will be having another PPW's prediction party because we've seen that you guys really enjoyed that. So we're gonna pull up all the matches hopefully. I doubt it's going to snow. But you never know with this weather, right? But we're gonna pull up all the matches. We're gonna say we're gonna put the voting on our Instagram again, and we're gonna be like, okay, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. So hopefully we can get ABJ and my dad to hop on that again with us. And then next Saturday is PPW. So
Crazy how it just came right back. Like, I feel like we just left the little
So-
PPW.
yeah, like in the meantime, all we do is literally have a podcast and we work. And the next thing you know, we're already going to be at another freaking PPW show. Especially like with January, it's like, okay, I'll see you that weekend, then I'll see you that following weekend, and I'm like, okay, wait 1 week. I miss you, Sabrina. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, we are those people, guys, that is always like, hey, we miss you, and we're like, we just saw each other like last night for the podcast,
Right.
but it's true.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! You should have drafted me. Hey, don't come after the birthday boy like that.
Yeah, right? Like
Anthony, our boy. Like, you're our boy too, Trevor, but like Anthony's our boy. Like, he's our podcast buddy when we have like prediction parties. Well, we had one, but it's a thing.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
What?
No, I just got a really funny message on my computer.
But yeah, so we hope to have Raheem Royal on sometime soon. Like I said, we have some big names coming up for the rest of December. We have literally way too many episodes booked, but yeah. So like Sabrina said, if there's anyone that you'd wish to see on here, you could drop them in the comments because we pay attention to that. You could send them on the Instagram, whatever. Or if you see us at a show and be like, see that guy over there? We want you to have him on, man. No, I'm just kidding. But I have to say this. I just have to say this really quick. To shout out, obviously, check out all our past videos. But my three favorite. Sorry, I just have to say this. But obviously, our first episode was Trevor Kage. I'm sorry.
Kage.
Man, this man's gonna be mad at me. It's a habit.
It is a habit.
He debuted at PPW. I was like, let's go, Trevor Cage. And now it's just, I got myself into the habit of saying that. And I remember when they were like, no, it's Trevor Kage. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. But go check out his episode because it was great other than my technical problems I was having. And obviously Rembrandt's episode. And then my latest favorite episode is definitely V's. So I think you should check V's out because it was definitely a fun one. But that's all from me on my end. But Sabrina.
Okay. So we're gonna say our top 3 of our videos to end this video off, which is fine because like I'm ready for it. My top 3 was Luca Brasi, just because I've known him for so long. Definitely V Marino, because like, who doesn't love the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Mullet Man. I am so but my third one is, and I will give this to Trevor because we did have a great podcast, and we do want to thank you for being our little first guest because it helps us be who we are today. So you were a step in that direction. So we do want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. But anybody who's been on our podcast, we all love you. And if you're in a tag team, we'll have you on again. We forgot one good podcast, though, Riley. What is happening to me today?
I'll just be Riley Crow for today.
I was thinking about Riley Crow. That's why. There's one podcast we forgot about, Harley. The one that we had the most viewers in?
Riddles?
I
love Riddles, man. And if you guys don't know who Riddles is,
then go check out our podcast.
Go check it out, aka Nolan Pierce. And if you see him at any show or you go to school with him or whatever, if you're his mama, his father, his sister, his brother, whatever, make sure you call him Riddles and let him know.
He loves it.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. And let him know that me and Sabrina sent you and that we told you to say that. So anytime you see Nolan Pierce, he comes out in the ring. Once his behind gets back in that ring, be like, let's go, Riddles. Yep. But make sure you definitely go check out Riddles because Riddles is the best. We love Riddles.
Oh, we love Riddles. Oh, ABJ says that we're all playing for second. I will be the best guest of all time. So I have no doubt in that. Nolan is coming up for me as well.
So
Can't wait.
we gotta give ABJ the shout out here now since we talked about all these promotions. ABJ, also known as Anthony Blackwell Jr. You gotta make sure you include that. But he also has his own podcast, and of course you're gonna want to check that out. He has some big names like we've had. He has, I'm pretty sure he said V's coming up. He has Nolan coming up. There was another one that I seen he posted, but I'm a busy girl. I watch all his videos, even parts of it. But yeah, so make sure you go even check ABJ out. Give him love. He's so close to his goal for subscribers, followers. So we love you, ABJ. Make sure you all
We love you.
him. Make
Wait,
sure.
he just hit 300 subscribers.
Okay, on your
What
way.
was his goal? His goal was 300, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. But now
Sorry.
make sure you get this man to 400. Support this man. He supports us. We're gonna support him. And in the chat, we have, let's see, Anthony said Nolan is coming up for me as well. Trevor said to my, it's okay. He's basically my brother. I can say that. Sisters can bully their brothers like that.
Well, I think it's because we totally forgot about his podcast at first. I mean, listen, Trevor, when you've had this many videos, like it's hard to pick just one person or just the top three because honestly, and Harley and I we've talked about our podcast afterwards and we're like, that was a good one. Or like, oh, that one was a little short. But all of our guests have been so sweet and on time. Okay.
Except Ruda, but
yeah, gosh. Well, you probably got. You know what? We're not gonna make a joke about Ruda today.
But yeah, Riddles is awesome. We love Riddles. But yeah, Anthony said he just hit 300 subs and 100 plays on audio side. My bad. No, don't call her. It's okay, Trevor. I can call you.
Riddles. It's our podcast.
You're gonna be like, you're so mean. It's okay.
Listen, it's our podcast.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We need to have t-shirts before we go, guys. We want to make t-shirts now that say this is our podcast.
This is our podcast. We could do what we want. And on the back says, oh my God, he looked at me.
Okay, guys. Well, we have a full-on week. Next week, we have three shows, podcasts. So we are going to go because she's been up since 7. I've been up since 7. We're a little sleepy.
A little sleepy. Christmas gift wrapping. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Yeah. So she started her Christmas gift wrapping. I have not. But we just want to thank you guys again for a great November. And we are starting December off with a great time. Just me and Harley. Like, when have you guys seen just Harley and I just sit here and talk?
Obviously, we wish we could have had Raheem here, but I think we did good either way. And obviously, he's not going to be like, I'm not coming back on. He's going to be on at some point, just like Cosmic, both.
Just like Conway, Jimmy Conway eventually.
Yep. Like I said, you're going to want to subscribe, follow us, because we got some big names. Hey, who knows? We might even get Cole Carter. No, I'm just kidding.
No. That's a dream.
That's where we're going to end tonight, guys. Have a great night, and thanks for watching. And make sure you are following and check out Monday's episode. Bye.
Bye.